To compare or not to compare? That is the question. And that's also the title of today's 3-minute devotional. A few weeks ago, I sent my nephew, Luke Waddell, who is a Mississippi Braves AA for the Atlanta Braves, fantastic baseball player who's leading his team in average at about 300 and incredible fielder, and I'm sure will be in the major leagues before long. I sent him a copy of our statistics from my church men's league slow pitch softball league. And I sent it to him because we for the first time compiled our statistics, and I was batting over 800. And I know my nephew's batting 300. I must be doing so much greater. I'm getting on base almost 8 out of 10 times. And so to compare my statistics with him, and I even joked I can give you some hitting lessons. And of course he laughed back thinking my uncle's a nutcase, which I usually am, because there's no comparison. So you see, comparison puts us in trouble in so many ways, whether we're comparing ourselves to be better than other people for things that we have or things we've accomplished, or maybe because we feel sorry for ourselves because somebody else is doing so much greater in their life, we think, than we are doing. I'm reminded of the scripture that John tells us, one of the 4 Gospels, the stories of Jesus Christ. John talks about John the Baptist, who was born about the time of Jesus came down as fully man on earth. And John the Baptist had his disciples, had his followers. But when Jesus came in, a lot of those people were starting to follow Jesus. And John the Baptist's followers said, wait a second, we're losing people to Jesus. And John said, that's what should happen. He's the Son of God. That's who they should be following. And then he gives the line that we should all remember. He goes in 3:30, he must become greater, I must become less. If we are Christians, followers of Jesus, he always has to be greater. We have to be humble in ourselves. So what would happen? Let me ask you this. What would happen if at work, at school, at home, you started making other people feel more important than yourself? Making other people feel superior. Not that you're inferior, but making them feel good about where they are. What would that do with your relationship? I'm going to give you a couple of tools to work on today. Number 1, and this is not always easy for me, but listen. Listen to somebody else, not in a way that, which I often do, that you want to share your story and how your story can compare, or maybe even it's greater. Listen to somebody to empathize, to understand what they're going through, good and bad. Let them feel good about what they are saying and about their lives. Listen to develop that relationship. And then number 2, who is most important in your life? For me, as a Christian, it's Jesus Christ. It's God, because I know that's where my salvation, I have no doubt in my mind, I'm going to be in heaven one day forever because of my belief in following Jesus. And so to me, I must always put myself second to him, put my family second to him, everybody second to him. And it means I love my wife and my kids as much as I possibly can, but I do it by putting him first. My wife does the exact same thing. So you're not Christian. Is your spouse, is one of your kids, who is most important in your life? Start making them feel more important, putting them first in your lives. So that's my, listen to help other people and put other people first, especially if you're a Christian, putting Christ first in your life. I'll leave you on this quote from Pastor Craig Groeschel, who puts this so well about comparison. He says, comparing either makes you feel superior or inferior. Neither one of them honors God. What do you want to do? Have a great day.